Perseverance is an aspect in which you need to look at it from this. In order to succeed in life, in order to get anywhere, you have to persevere. I mean, you can have bursts of energy where you feel motivated, but motivated is like seasonal. It only lasts so long and then it comes to an end. If you're going to talk about motivation, I think dedication is the most important thing which you need. Without dedication, motivation doesn't quite exist. I mean, the only way to get somewhere is by doing something repetitively over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I mean, the mind that we live in and the world that we live in, everyone has been constructed to have a short mind span. I mean, you look at someone that sits on TikTok all day or on Instagram Reels, all they do is they sit and scroll and scroll and scroll. I mean, the attention span of people, even in the ages of 30 and above, is like not even 10 minutes. How can someone sit there and scroll through Instagram Reels and then you expect them to go and study or to absorb information of high quality? It's not possible in the realm in which we live in today and in the world.
Do you believe that everyone has their own race to run?
I think regards to running a race, it all comes down to what is your definition of goals in life and what do you think your purpose is. I mean, you can look at it from the sense of that everyone's got a role to play within the world. I mean, you need people that are bus drivers, you need people that clean the roads and that fix sewers, and everyone plays an important role within the world, and everyone is needed in certain areas of aspects of life. Otherwise, the world doesn't run itself. But I think it comes down to the point of you can choose the role in which you want to play and the race you want to run. You can decide the importance, you can decide where you want to stand socially. And I think that all comes down to if you want to step out of your comfort zone and put yourself in those places to succeed and become greater. But 100%, everyone has got their own race to run. But I think you can alter that race in terms of who you want to be and what you want to achieve within life.
You need to be like a weed and spread like wildfire with your beliefs.
I wrote that, and I do strongly believe that you need to be like a weed, because if you watch weeds, they can grow anywhere, any place, with water, dry land, fertilized soil, non-fertilized soil. And I think that analogy it indicates a lot, and especially to me, because if you're like a weed, you're like water. You watch water, you can put it anywhere. It can flow, it can move through the cracks, and that's what you need to kind of be like. You need to be like water in the terms of people. You need to be able to mix with people that are good, people that are bad, people that are introverts, extroverts, and I think that is one of the best things that you can possibly do for yourself, is to blend it. And I'm not saying be like water or be like a chameleon in the sense of being fake towards other people, because being fake is obviously just an aspect of life where you completely want to avoid, because anyone that's fake, people look at you and they're going to talk behind your back, but that's realistic, obviously. But I mean, it's to have and to learn the ability to blend and mix with people, I think would be a great upper hand to have within life, and it's something which will get you very far.
Why you should be yourself, but adopt the morals of others?
I think when it comes to regarding adopting morals of others, you must take certain aspects that people have, for example, like the mindset or sometimes worldly views, and you must change that into your own beliefs in the way in which you see it. I mean, you can't copy and paste and be a doppelganger of someone that you want to be. I mean, sure, you can look at someone and say, I would like to live the life they would want to be, but you can never look at someone and say, I want to be that person, because that's irradical thinking. You need to look at someone and go, okay, I appreciate the way in which they think, I like their goals or the aspects that they have or the life they're living, and you need to say, sure, I'll make a choice to be similar and to adopt certain aspects of mindset from that individual to help better myself. And I would look at someone that is obviously living the life that I want to live. I'm not going to look at someone that's living a shitty life and that lives like a peasant and say, I want to live like that, because I'd look at someone and say, well, you're mentally unstable. Who wants to live a life of someone that's poor or someone that's got bad hygiene and mental morals and doesn't drive the car that they want to? I mean, you want to look at someone that is built in stature, that has all of these morals about them and characteristics which I would adopt. So in that aspect, 100% I would adopt other people's mental morals, but never to copy and paste who they are as an individual, because then you lose, yourself as a person. and no one really wants to see how can I say this, a photocopy of someone else, a wannabe.
The course and the race you're running, we are heading to.
So when I sit back and I look at the life I've lived and the life I'm living and the direction in which I'm heading to, I see that I want to do good. And in terms of the race in which I'm running, I mean, at the end of the day, all I want to do is good and help others and push others to be better as individuals. I mean, you don't want to sit back 10 years from now and look at your life and say, okay, I haven't really moved. I've become stagnant in the terms of my mental thinking and the goals that I've set. You look at most people, they set a New Year's resolution, and what happens? 4 or 5 months down the line, they don't even remember and recall what they promised to themselves that they'll succeed and achieve in. I think dedication is something which you need to have. And in terms of the race in which I'm running, I'm very strict on myself. Only short in the recent term, obviously, because I've had a big mindset change and decided to bet myself as an individual. But I mean, looking at myself and self-criticism and analyzing, I would say the lengths I'm going to start to achieve is going to be very short, periodic lived. And that's okay, because I think a hard life lived with many ups and downs and many situations that have not been easy are benefiting me certainly mentally than they are financially for now. But financially, I would say, should only come after you've had mental maturity.
Stay focused on success and the end goal. Don't get pissed off by distractions.
So I would definitely say to be aggravated by distractions just shows a weak mindset. I think if you have a goal and something steps in the way of that goal, which diverts you somewhere else, I would say then you are a weak man. Because if you cannot stand up for yourself, and if you cannot say, I am committing to this goal and I'm going to commit for the next 6 months that I'm going to do something, I'm going to accomplish something, and for example, a distraction and a diversion comes into that way, steps in front of the path. If you cannot push that out of the way to continue down the path, but instead you get side shifted somewhere else, well, simply then I think your mental morals and everything that you speak about is of weak nature and stature. Because if you don't have the performance to keep going and continue down that path in which you've set for yourself, then yes, I completely say that you are of weak mindset and you need a change.